Hello everybody, my name is Andre McClendon. This video is going to be about inflation, debt, and what you guys can do about it. So I'm going to jump right into some charts, show you guys what's been happening to a lot of the markets. So right now we're looking at lumber. Lumber has been exploding in price. So what has it been doing? Look, it's been since March, has been blowing up almost $1,600. Inflation is definitely going up higher than what the news is saying, and a lot of the news not even reporting these things as happening. They're trying to only hype up the crypto markets and not showing what actually really affects people. So especially when it comes to inflation, look at crude oil. I've been talking about crude oil on a lot of my videos, saying that crude oil is going to be hitting $100 per barrel. So if you're gonna, what you can also do about that is you can get into other asset classes that use a lot of oil or produce oil, and it might go up at the same time as oil going up. I mean, if you want to look into it, I can make a couple videos about that also, but I'm gonna go into this a little bit more. And this is getting worse and worse. Like when you're looking at, because First Friday comes out tomorrow, and First Friday is going to be showing a lot of our job claims. But look at this spike. And look at this where we are now. Like, this is absolutely insane. The initial jobless claims is getting, to me, is getting higher and higher. This claims in general. Because if you look right here, this comes out tomorrow. We'll see what the actual numbers are. We got average earnings. So average earnings is decreasing, which makes sense. A lot of people are not working, especially about this pandemic. We have the non-farm employment change. We're going to see how that is. And unemployment rate is going up. We'll see if it's 6 or even higher. I mean, I think unemployment is way higher than what they're reporting. Well, let's stick with their numbers of 6, right? So here's our inflation right now. Our inflation rate is supposedly only at 1.69%. This is not correct at all. We're way higher than this. And you can start showing in asset prices, start showing in food prices. Your dollars purchasing less, which I will show you guys. So here's retail sales. Retail sales have been increasing, and I think the main reason for all the retail sales to be increasing, because if we zoom in a little bit more, you can definitely tell that all the stimmy checks that's been going out has been definitely influencing retail sales. But once the cash goes away, and we don't get another hit of that, debt cocaine, it's going to make these numbers even worse. Well, I'm showing some. Let's look at some 30-year stuff right here. So here's a 30-year fixed mortgage. So why does it apply to debt and inflation? So if you guys are getting if people are getting cheap money, and they're buying asset classes or assets that are highly leveraged, so you're only putting 5% down with a very cheap rate. This is just pumping the markets or that industry, the real estate market, even higher and higher and higher. And this, to me, this is causing more problems. The Fed, in my opinion, is the root cause of all of this, and then it's politicians, and then government leaders in that whole mix. Right? They're causing this problem that's going to really affect a lot of Americans and a lot of people overseas too. Well, let's check out some. Here's the federal funds rate. We're pretty much at 0. Look at the last 6 months. We're pretty much all the way there, like 0.06 all the way down 0.05%. So we're pretty much at 0. Almost there though. Well, let's look at something that I show a lot of people in show you guys in my videos. The dollar purchasing power for the average dollar in consumer cities. But look at this. Since 1913, since the Federal Reserve was enacted, the dollar has been purchasing less and less and less and less and less and less. And it's getting worse and worse. I mean, the dollar might not be used so much outside the United States as it is today. And we zoom in right now, like it's just a straight line down. Pretty insane. Well, let's look at something cool. Let's see how all these presidents been doing to our debt. Every single president pretty much has done the same thing. Because they're the leader. That's the question we look at, and this is crazy. And the last thing you gotta see when it comes to debt is our national debt clock. Please, guys, be aware of this. A lot of people do not show this. This is absolutely insane. So this is U.S. national debt, 28 trillion. But let's see with everything else what ends up being. Let's see with total debt. Yeah, here it is. That's with the unpaid liabilities. Like This is absolutely insane. And this is such rocketing. Look, it's like every second is 100,000. Why? This one is no less that compares to all other countries. Like, it's pretty outrageous. But if you are just going to see everything else, this website's pretty cool. So, what can you guys do about it? So for me, and when I talk to my clients about me, it'd be main thing, precious metals, getting into gold, physical, silver, physical, the bullion, and actually holding those assets. So so when inflation kicks up even faster, these things might soak up that extra currency, and you can have your purchasing power keep up with inflation or exceed it. So, and that's what you want to do when it comes to maintaining your purchasing power. But when it comes to like other asset classes like stocks, you know, these things might not outpace inflation, even if the Fed's pumping as much as they can. So, for me, what I recommend my clients, precious metals, you need to save some cash on the side, you know, for buying things, and keeping emergency money up to, I would say, try for 6 months. But the other thing you can do that I'm currently doing is investing overseas. So if the dollar is going down and it's pushing other currencies higher, supposedly like that, their assets can go up higher too. So, and if you're getting paid in their currency, exchange it back, kind of like Forex trading with international stocks, then you can do that, and in my view, you win on a big scale too. So those are pretty much the 3 things I would do when I recommend my clients. If you have any questions about that, just, you know, listen below. But, you know, if you guys want to do the next option, please go to my website, make a free account, go to gold, silver stats. And I put a lot of the stats on here so you guys can have all of these just on this one little area. If you're a Forex trader on MetaTrader 4 or 5, just click indicators. I put a bunch of indicators that I back tested on there, and the websites that I'll link. So please try those out. It definitely will help you out in seeing what kind of trader you are or what kind of indicators you have to use. And that's it, guys. That's a video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys' thoughts are below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.